Don't forget to like and subscribe to Jolie Knots Crochet. Share with your friends. Hit that little notification bell so you can get notified when new patterns release. All our videos are available in left and right-handed tutorials.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Jolie Knots Crochet. I'm Crystal and today we are going to make these coaster scrubby duos. Now these are, it's mostly shaped like a flower, like petals and an outer rim, and you can use these as face scrubbies. We use the white ones as like washcloths for our face or in the shower, and there is texture to it also. Or we use them as coasters around the house. We give them as gifts. You can use scrap yarn, you can color coordinate, so I'll give like a set of matching ones somewhat, or a set of four for washcloths, and then I'm currently working on a set of acrylic colored ones. Now this pattern download will be linked below. It is an exclusive download to the Jolie Knots Crochet community on Facebook. If you'd like to get your free PDF download, go ahead and follow the link below to join the Jolie Knots Crochet community, and you'll find the download in the Files tab. Alright, so today I am going to make with you some just using scraps. So taking a little scraps. I should have enough for 12 double crochets in the yellow, so we'll make the yellow first. Now we are going to be using a 4mm hook. You'll also need a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors. So we're going to start first with making a magic ring. Now I make my magic rings by creating a backward slip knot. And so that way I will crochet into the ring and be able to pull my tail to make my ring tighter, and then weave in the ends afterwards. So this will be my ring. I'm going to get myself set up, pull a loop up, and now I'm going to chain 2, and it's not going to count as a stitch. And now I'm going to place 12 double crochets into my ring. Okay, so I have my 12 double crochets. I'm going to pull my tail end to close it up. Don't forget to make sure that you weave in your ends so your ring does not come undone. Slip stitch to the first stitch to join, and I'm going to change colors because I don't have enough of the yellow. So I'm going to fasten and cut my yarn. So for this one I'm just going to fasten and pull my yarn through, and then I'll have to weave in that end or go over my tail. Okay, so the next color that I'm going to pick is, let's go with this teal blue. So if you're not changing your colors, you would have slip stitched and then you would just chain 2 for your height, and that would not count as a stitch. Now I'm going to join with a partial standing double crochet. Doesn't really matter where you join, because you're going to weave in your end or go over your tail anyways. So before I pull through my next one, I'm going to actually make this a cluster. So I'm doing 3 partial double crochets into the same stitch, and then I'm going to pull through all of the stitches. And now I'm going to chain 2. 3 double crochet cluster into the next stitch. This one here is a slip stitch, so we're not going into that one. 2, 3. Pull through all, chain 2 into every stitch. So you should have 12 3 double crochet clusters going all the way around. Okay, so we finished our 12 clusters, and now I am going to, after my last cluster, chain 2, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first cluster to join. Now I'm not going to change colors on this round, so here's how we're going to start, as we're going to slip stitch into the chain space, chain 2, and now we're going to do 4 double crochet clusters. So 4 partial double crochets, yarn over, pull through all, chain 2 again. Now we're going to do a 4 double crochet cluster in between each cluster from round 2. All the way around. And then I will meet you back at the end of the round, and I'll show you another color changing method. As you start to continue working this round, you will notice that your coaster or your scrubby is going to start looking like a bowl. And that's normal. In the next round, it'll all even out. Okay, so I am at the end of the round. I've got my 12 4 double crochet clusters going all the way around, and it does start to look like a little bowl. Like I said, that's normal. We're going to chain 2 and slip stitch to our first cluster to join. And I am going to actually slip stitch to the corner and tie off there so that my cluster gets pulled together a little bit more. So into the chain 2 space, cut my yarn, and now for the outside, the last round, I'm going to join with the standing double crochet. If you do not change colors, you're just going to chain 2 and not count it as a stitch. So pick any space to join your yarn, and we're going to place 2 double crochets into any chain 2 space. 1, 2. Now we're going to place a treble crochet into the top of the cluster from row 2. So a treble crochet goes straight through the top of the cluster, and we're doing a treble crochet. And now 2 more double crochets into the same chain 2 space. So it should look like this so far. Now working into the next chain 2 space, we'll place 2 double crochets, a treble crochet into the top of the cluster from round 2, and 2 more double crochets. We're going to do that to every single chain 2 space, and as you continue working, it'll already start flattening it out as soon as you get to that space. Alright, so I'm going to finish this out. I will just show you the slip stitch and you can be on your way. Okay, so once you're finished going all the way around, we're just going to slip stitch to the first double crochet to join and fasten off. You can cut your yarn and weave in your ends with a tapestry needle. Alright, Thank you everybody for watching Jolie Knots Crochet. Don't forget this pattern is an exclusive PDF download to the Jolie Knots Crochet community. You can join me on Facebook in the Jolie Knots Crochet community to get your PDF download.